Hey guys, Christian here. Today is April the 7th. It's Tuesday 2015, and I want to share something with you guys that I think will be helpful, especially if you're just starting out, you're starting to have dreams, that you might make this particular mistake. I see it again and again, so I thought it'd be a good time to share it with you. This weekend, my wife woke up and she had had a dream, and she let me know that by saying I had an odd dream. Oftentimes, it's the dream that sticks out with you, and you'll see it in scripture again and again. People say this dream troubled them, that kind of thing. That's the dream that you know it's of God because it's stuck out. There's something about it. And people say they're clearer than other dreams. They're crystal, great color, that kind of stuff. For me, I just find that when people take note of it and they bring it to you in one way or another, that's the one you should be asking them to share it with you, right? And sure enough, she does. So she starts to tell me this dream, and I'll just give you pieces of it. She says that she was in Hawaii. There was an infant in her arms, and the infant latched on, and that was unlike what she had dealt with in real life with our kids, that they had a problem latching on. It seemed like, and she didn't have that problem. And then someone came up and wrapped the child like you would swaddle them in language. Okay, and yeah, she's right. It's an odd dream, right? But all of this stuff can be found in scripture. So I asked her, I said, do you understand any element of this dream? And she said no. And I thought about that, because oftentimes people say that and it's not actually true. They do know elements of the dream, but they're pulling back because they don't want to seem like blowing their own horn or something of that nature, right? This is a good dream. It was indicating, the piece that she's sharing with me showed some good things, right? And so she just wanted to say no, then I would come along and say, these are the things that I see. She'd recognize those as the same things she saw. So I asked her that, are you doing this thing? She said, well, yeah, I understand certain elements. And she started explaining the part she understood. I said, see, you actually understood, you were actually holding back. And she said, well, actually, there were some parts to the dream. I said, man, I hate when people do that. And she's like, what? I said, well, whenever someone first starts getting into the dream stuff, they do that again and again. They have this dream and they say, okay, there's all this part that I know makes a lot of sense to me, but it's one weird part, or these couple of weird parts that seem so far out there, can't possibly mean anything. I'm going to cut them out of the dream and just tell this part. I told her, when you do that, oftentimes you're actually taking the keys for interpretation of this dream and throwing them away. You're never going to interpret this dream without those elements, right? So it's important that you tell the dream actually how it was, right? And so she goes on, she said, well, I was in upstairs of a house, and I was, the person that walked up seemed like an alien. And these are things that are not, they seem weird, but they're not all that weird. Like she mentioned later, she said, well, the alien could have been like an angelic, angel, thing, and you were seeing the alien because it was a messenger from the heavens, right? So it could be interpreted that way. And she's right, but because she initially thought, well, that's too weird, I'm going to throw that part out, she missed a great deal. So I want to share something with you today that God kind of used to teach me, all right? And this came from a story that I had read some time back. I was reading about snipers, snipers, and sound effects. And so as I'm reading about these snipers, you come to find out there's a great deal that they have to know and be skilled at beyond just shooting, okay? One of those particular things is that when they would train them or test them to see if they could become a sniper, one of the tests was they would run them out, I don't know how long, how far, it's the military so it's a long ways, and then in the middle of this journey somewhere they would have them run around a circle of just random things, and they would go around this a couple times and then they'd head back the way they came, and at the end of the day they would ask them to name the items that they had seen at that point in the run, because a sniper's job isn't just to go shoot somebody or something. They have to report back what they saw. And from the perspective of a vision or a dream, you're seeing an image, right? And as a prophetic image, you are talking about a watchman, right? Up on the wall that God has set. You're supposed to be reporting back, hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is what God has shown me, okay? So you got to be able to report it back accurately, all right? So what I want you to do right now is to just go with me here. Close your eyes and tell me, what color is the shirt that I am wearing, okay? What color is the wall in the background of this video? How many books are on the shelves that you can actually see in this video? What is the background image on the computer monitor in this video, okay? Where is the subscribe button in this video? Okay, now I'm just messing with you. But the point being, practice. Whenever you have a dream, pay attention to every detail that you can possibly get, okay? And that's something that I wanted to share with you, because I had a dream one time when God did that exact thing to me. He showed me this dream, and then he reminded me about that element of the sniper and told me, what do you see? And I started really analyzing every little detail I saw. And so that was one of the training tools that he gave me. So I'm going to pass it on to you right now, is train yourself. Whenever you have a dream, pay attention to every detail you can pay attention to. And then even note those things that you have not been allowed to make out, because those are important as well, okay? That's all I want to share with you today. God bless, take care. I will see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Yeah.